me ducks. I'm so excited. Yeah, really excited. About a week or so ago, I got a message from Arthur Wang, and he offered to send me a complimentary copy of the Ephemere. I think that's how you pronounce it. It translates into ephemeral, which I think is just, perfect name for this deck. A little bit of history. So it was actually Arthur Wang from True Black Tarot who sent me the first ever complimentary tarot deck, and I was completely blown away because it was back in 2017. I just started my channel. I was a tiny channel, and I was just like, why me? But it was actually because even though I started my channel in 2017, from all through 2016, I was an Instagrammer. I still am technically an Instagrammer. So I used to do daily card pulls and share pictures of tarot and oracle decks. So it was actually there where Arthur discovered me. It wasn't the channel. And he sent me a year before the release of True Black, and Ephemere, if I'm saying that right, Ephemere, is the spiritual counterpart to the True Black Tarot. So I'm just getting up the Kickstarter page here. It says the spiritual successor and counterpart to True Black Tarot, a luxurious white and gold deck of 78 hand-painted and foil stamped cards. Now I can remember back in, this isn't going to be in order, I can remember back in 2017 receiving probably a dozen or maybe a couple of dozen cards and feeling this card stock and thinking, oh my gosh, I've never felt anything like it. It was the first rose petal deck I ever found. It's out there, as a luxurious and beautiful tarot deck. Absolutely stunning, and I just fell in love with it. And then a year later, when it was ready, he contacted me again and said, would you like a copy of the deck? It says here, it's only in the darkness that we see the stars. And this is one of my most treasured tarot decks that I, even now, 5 years on, it's still, I feel so privileged to have been sent a copy. So imagine my surprise and excitement when he contacted me about a week ago, actually. It's arrived very quickly to say that he wanted, again, to send me a complimentary copy. And again, I sit here thinking, why? Because on Kickstarter, I'm just looking now, this raised $205,000, $695, and had over 2,100 backers. So why he needs to promote, or whether he's just, very kind and generous and thought, well, I sent Simon one a few years ago, so I'll do it again. What he really wanted me to kind of explain, though, look how beautifully wrapped this is that with Ephemere, it's, even though it's the counterpart to True Black, and how is it worded, the spiritual successor, the major arcana has been reimagined. And he said, a lot of Kickstarter backers apparently wasn't aware of that. They hadn't picked up on that. So this is a new Fool's Journey. So if you're expecting an RWS type deck, then this is not what that is. It's a new Fool's Journey, and the major arcana has been reimagined. Just look how beautiful this is. Oh my gosh, it is gorgeous. And I can see why it's the spiritual successor, the counterpart to the true black. Beautiful packaging, same style box. This is 2018 true black, and this is 2022 true black. Who are the publishers, of course. So I just want to read a little bit from the description that's on the Kickstarter page. It says, Ephemere is a deck of 80 hand-painted cards, each adorned with pale gold foil on both front and back, just like its spiritual counterpart, True Black. Each deck features the same iconic rose petal feel that comes with a magnetic storage box and a little white booklet, co-written by Arthur Wang and Matt Uren. Ephemere represents the stories, traditions, and heritages that humans create and pass forth in their journey to conquer the most eternal and timeless of enemies. The ephemerality and temporality of life, with scenes that invoke feelings of half-remembered dreams, figures fading into mist, and an unbounded timelessness. These paintings reflect the fleeting quality of our lives and the memories we leave behind. Beautiful. And it's inspired by odysseys and epics of old. The major arcana cards have been reimagined as the hero's journey in place of the classic Fool's Journey. Just as the Epic of Gilgamesh centers around a hero's struggle to conquer death and his own ephemerality. I hope I'm saying that right. Our deck recants a timeless story of determination, struggle, failure, and how we pick up the pieces to continue onwards, realizing our minuscule stature on a galactic and eternal scale. What pieces do we choose to leave behind? Let's just dive in. I'm gonna bring the camera down and we'll take a closer look at this beauty. Okay, look at this. So in contrast to True Black, it's a matte black with this almost like a holographic stamping on it, and this is gold. So we do have this pale gold on white, which is, it's beautiful, and that's over all of the box. I haven't opened this up yet. So on the inside here, it says, why have I thought the dew ephemeral when I shall rest so short a time? Why have I thought the dew ephemeral when I shall rest so short a time? Beautifully wrapped. The cards are beautifully wrapped. This is the little book, and it says the guidebook by Matt Uren and Arthur Wang. Beautiful. It's the same kind of design as the front with the gold stamping, and here's the little book. Ephemere. I've been saying Ephemere. So, but yeah, it's ephemeral really when we translate it to English. In 1970, Eden Gray wrote The Complete Guide to Tarot. So it's giving a little bit of history there. And then we've got the cards here, starting with Origin, which is the beginning potential. So this is our hero, and it's the Origin card. And then we get a little bit of information. Our chronicle begins with the somber image of Origin. She stands as an ode to creation's duality, her tattered robe red with the colour of blood. it is at once a testament to the tender pain of childbirth, while also stained with a history of violence. From her springs both the cradle of life and the ensuing pain of its struggle to survive. Wow, this is something. And it describes everything. Her gown of blood recalls our collective pasts. She gazes upwards, so it's describing the scene. Quite a lot here, and then we have in gold, circling. So it tells you about the extra kind of design. So circling trails mimic fire and smoke at the bottom of the card. So it's telling you what's happening with the gold stamping as well as arcana, upright meaning, and which is quite a bit, and reverse. So we get quite a bit of information for each card, 3 pages. And then obviously we would go to what would have been the Fool, and this is message, opportunity, change and hope. Again, lots of the same information. Anyway, that gives you an idea of the book. We have wands, cups, pentacles. Do we have swords? I'm sure we do. Yeah, so they haven't changed the minor arcana. We have cups, swords, pentacles and wands. All right, let's have a look at the cards. So yeah, that's the box, which is lovely and magnetic. Really secure. I love the designs. Exactly the same with this box. So look at this. Oh, this is beautiful. So gorgeous. So Ephemere by True Black. Finely crafted artifacts. So it's absolutely finely crafted. This is the back. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful design on the backs. Beautiful card. So, just want to make sure. Yeah. So nice thick deck, as you can see. I think if you do have True Black, I think it's probably the same. This one is black edged. This one is obviously this beautiful white edge. But I think they're probably, oh no, actually it's not as thick. This is really thick cardstock. This feels thick, but it's not as thick as the True Black by probably 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 cards. So that's interesting to note. And maybe they had feedback that the cards were too thick. I don't know. But this is a thick deck, as you can see anyway. So it's really, really beautiful. So there's this card as well, which is really nice. Do they all have different backs? No, I think it's just this one. And this says, it's like a message card. I met a traveller from my antique land who said, yeah, I'm not going to read all that out, but you can, if you wanted to, you can pause the camera and have a read of that. It's a poem, which is lovely. So pop them there, and let's bring the camera down a little bit more. There we go. So you can see this. It's so beautiful. I love this crimson. It's actually more crimson to the naked eye than it's coming out on camera. But yeah, so this is our hero, the hero's journey, and we're starting with origin. Then we have dream. And it's very, very in keeping with True Black. Arthur Wang used artists, models, I should say, for his first deck. It looks like he's done the same here. We have summon. This is beautiful. Fighter. We have Alchemist, Keeper. Notice they're not numbered either, and I think that's probably deliberate because it's the reimagined major arcana, with the exception, I suppose, of the Fool. But I think they don't want us to think, oh, that's, you know, card 5, that's the Hierophant, or, you know, I don't think that's what the major arcana is doing really in this deck. Would you? Oh wow, so gorgeous. The gold is beautiful, and the whole thing just feels the same texture. There doesn't, I'd imagine this to feel smooth and metallic, but it doesn't. The whole card has this rose petal finish. It's very clever. Nemesis and Obscurio. Wow, look at that. Burn. That's a powerful image. We have Healer. Seeker. We have Counterpoint. And another counterpoint. So we have 3 counterpoints. So I mean, I'm imagining this is kind of like a lover's card, and you can select which one you connect with, or if you're reading for other people, you know, you can choose which one you want to use. So we have 2 females. We have a heterosexual relationship, or the males here. I'll just have a quick look at counterpoint in the little book. So yeah, so we've got female and female, male and female. And then we have, I'm going to Defiance. Where's the other? Female, female, male, oh, male, male here. The hunter and the gatherer rise amidst a garden, bountiful with fruit and foliage. One holds an obsidian spear, the symbol of power, strength and protection. The other holds a golden bowl, a tool to prepare foods, create healing selves and unify a community. So they're each, you know, it would have been so easy just to do the same image and just change the genders, but each card are doing different things, you know, one holds a stick, etc. So there's 3 choices for your counterpart card. All are beautiful, really beautiful. Then we have Defiance. Oh gosh, look at that. Crescendo. The Victor card. It's a very 6 of Wands kind of image, wasn't it? Sacrifice. Ovation. And we have the Death card. Legacy. And Continuum. That's interesting because that, oh, look how they change for the minors. That's, I really like this as a final card, Continuum. Perfect. So beautiful. So do we have 22 majors the same? I mean, there's obviously going to be the 3 counterparts. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13. We'll count them as 1, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So yeah, we have 22 major cards, but obviously there's the extra ones. So, looks like the quartz go back to the metallic, but this is more of these beautiful, the colours, guys. It's just, I'm really hoping it's picking up on camera, because these are beautiful colours. The way the purple here goes into a blue, goes into a green, this spectrum of colour, but it's really, against this background, it's really popping. It's beautiful. So this is our Ace of Wands. Just says Ace, but we can see it's the Wands card. And then we have Roman numerals. So they're so simplistic, but so gorgeous. I actually think I might prefer this to the True Black. I mean, it's probably unfair to even to compare, you know, it's a counterpart, but and the True Black, I'd only have to work with it again for a couple of days and I'd be madly in love with it. So yeah, it's probably not fair to compare them, but if ever they're going to bring out a second deck, it's almost like pop stars, isn't it, or bands, you know, when they call it that difficult second album, because they have such success with their first album. The second album can make or break a band if they get it wrong, and it's often referred to as the difficult second album. And you know, for True Black, bringing out another luxurious tarot deck would have been, I would imagine, quite a difficult task for them, but they've pulled it off because this is stunning. So yeah, you can see when we go to the quartz, we've gone back to the metallic gold stamping here. We've got Page, Knight, Queen and King. And then here we have our cups, our vessels. I think it was called cups. We do have at the bottom that is metallic as well. But look how beautiful these are. Get that real watery sense with the fish, the underwater scenes, and these beautiful gold cups. Well, we've got some silver ones here, or white gold. Again, it's very in keeping. We've got 2 upright, 3 spilt. Oh wow. I love this. This is such a beauty. Little fish coming out the cup for the page. And then we have our swords. This is in like a chrome effect. I love the red bit here to bring in the blood. Oh, the beautiful, what a contrast, this beautiful lilac birds representing the air, of course, against these monochrome type swords. Wow. The colours in this are just stunning. Oh, look at that. Beautiful cerise. And then our final suit is the pentacles, which are these golden discs. A little crab there. Oh, so beautiful. Little ants. Wow. wondered how they was going to represent the 5, but look at this kind of decay. Absolutely stunning. A part of me, you know, I often feel when I'm doing walkthroughs that I have to fill I have to be talking all the time, and I don't, because sometimes the cards can really talk for themselves, speak for themselves, and you don't have to just listen to me. And this is one of those moments where I'm so drawn in. You know, the images are just so beautiful, and the deck is exquisite that I just want you to experience it like I'm experiencing it. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning deck, as I knew it would be. As soon as Arthur contacted me to say he wanted to send me this deck, I didn't hesitate. I didn't even flinch. I went and checked it out. I saw one of the images and I thought, wow, this is going to be every much as beautiful as the True Black, and I'm not disappointed in the slightest. In fact, you know, it's probably exceeded my expectations. It's a work of art, which I guess we come to expect now from this creator. And if it's taken 5 years to do it, then it's been worthwhile, because this is a stunner, just like the True Black. I'd imagine there's many of you out there who has Ephemere, particularly as there were so many people backed it, and you know how much money that it actually raised. I've not seen a Kickstarter raise over 200,000 before. So if you are watching this and you have the deck, let me know what you think to it. If you decided not to back it, is it one you think you will buy now you've seen it? How do you feel about the change of the major arcana representing the hero's journey? It doesn't bother me. I am a traditionalist, but I will use this deck purposely, knowing, you know, that I want to see what archetype comes up from the hero's journey, have a read of the book and see how that applies to the situation that I'm in. So this is going to be fun, a fun project for me to work with a different major arcana. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and until next time, go in peace. Namaste, and blessed be.